Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. So Cardano, I remain highly skeptical towards a potential breakout scenario here. I find it more likely than, for example, Polygon could be breaking out at the moment, maybe even Bitcoin and Ethereum. But for Cardano, while it is possible, I still find it unlikely until I really see the evidence in the chart, due to the fact that this wave 3 here in purple, what I have labeled as wave 3 in purple, that this was, with a price of around 42 cents, was higher than the 38.5 cent level from the 12th of May. Because we want to see in this last leg down, we want to see ideally a lower price than the one from the 12th of May. This is just based on the Elliott wave patterns. There are exceptions, yeah, and I outlined that in previous videos, that a breakout from here is possible in a so-called truncated wave scenario, but it would indicate that we now need to push up much stronger than we currently do. And until I see that evidence in the chart, I remain very skeptical towards a possible truncated wave and a breakout to the upside. But what you can see certainly here on the chart, I had in yellow outlined here this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. While we hit the target area for this wave 2, which I'm going to delete now because it's now irrelevant, we have failed to move down here in this wave 3. So we didn't go down strong enough. So what this indicates for me, yeah, so as you can see here, I'm still waiting here for this last wave 5 down, which I'm going to move over here because it all takes a bit longer now. I currently rather see this as an overall triangle. So while I had a triangle here, yeah, and assumed here we had a small wave 4, then we had a small wave 5 that finished wave 3 in purple, then we moved up in wave 4 in purple. I'm gonna change that now. My view is currently that, let me just make that here a bit larger. So my view is currently that all of this, so let me just take those out, it just messes it all up a little bit now. Take that out as well. So it's looking to me like that all of this here was just an Elliott wave triangle. Yeah. So in a sense that we made from here a high in a wave A, we moved down in a wave B, moving up in a wave C, moving down in a wave D, and we're now coming up in a wave E. This would indicate, so let me just put some lines on the chart here. This would indicate that in this wave E, we are not allowed to break above the wave C high, so we cannot break above 51.1 cent. If we do, yeah, so by the way, the wave 4 would finish here. This was not the wave 3 low, this was the wave 3 low then. That indicates that we cannot, in this wave, E, we cannot go above the wave C. If we do, and if we go higher than that, it would be an alternative wave count. It would just mean that, yeah, the wave C was never finished, that this is just an extended triangle. So that the wave C is then here, you know, if we go a little bit above 51.1, because you cannot, in a wave E, you cannot go above the wave C high. So all eyes need to be on that level, 51.1 cent. If you see it go above that, again, it would indicate that we are only in a wave C, then the wave D down will come afterwards, and then the wave E afterwards. So, and all of that indicates that we are still in a very corrective pattern in a wave 4. So at the moment, I remain highly skeptical about any kind of breakout. Yeah, just to make that very clear. And afterwards, so irrespective of if this was the wave C, this the D, and this the E, or the other count, I would afterwards still expect, based on this wave count, a move down lower in a wave 5. Okay, a move above the 54.8 cent level, what we have here as the wave A high, however, would invalidate the entire triangle. and then we would need to look at alternatives, and then it might really be more, I might really then lean more towards a potential breakout scenario. But at the moment I still have to remain skeptical, and at the moment I have to count this as a triangle in my point of view. And again, only a move above 54.8 would indicate that, yeah, we could really be in a breakout, but for that at the moment it's still too early. At the moment it really looks like a triangle for me. And here in this last wave, in the wave E, we can also count this as 3 waves. So it could mean we have seen the wave A already here. Yeah, so let me just show you that. Because in a triangle, all of these subwaves, A, B, C, D, and E, consist of 3 waves. So we had here a wave A, then we had a wave B, and we're now in this wave C of E. And this will also nearly be finished in my opinion. Yeah, it shouldn't go higher than 51.1. Again, if it does, the triangle will extend further out. That is currently how I see this. And then ideally in a wave 5 down, we will go below 38.5 cents. That would be my preferred scenario, because if we do, then from here we can start a new uptrend. And to be honest, from what benefits the price, generally the moving out of the Vasil hard fork was, in my opinion, actually a good thing, because at the moment you've seen that normally with regards to the hard forks, you normally saw a price pump before the hard fork. So the hard fork usually acted as some kind of a catalyst. Now, as I already warned you months ago, in a bearish environment, we are probably not going to see that pump. And obviously we didn't see that pump. So the moving out of the hard fork could really help the price, because if we get into a slightly more bullish environment, the hard fork could then, in the future, before it actually then happens, lead to a price pump. Not at the moment, because we are still in a very bearish market environment. But if we just see it moving slightly more bullish, that could really push the price up and act as a catalyst for a possible breakout actually. But yeah, we're still quite far away from that. And yeah, so far this is here my view. The triangle to the downside would break out below this wave D low, and this is at 45.6 cents. So let's say the wave E is finished, it turns around. Evidence that the wave E is finished would be obtained below 45.6 cents. And real evidence that it is breaking out to the downside, the whole triangle, would be below the wave B low at 42.2 cents. Then we're probably going to get to 38.5 and then get somewhere in the low 30s to finish off that wave 5. And then from here, again, we can turn around and hopefully finish off this overall correction and go to new highs. Okay, and that is my view about ADA. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.